Some of the news footage of Madonna's premiere the other night, The Truth or Dare, opened here in New York City. It really was a tumultuous opening, paparazzi running like crazy. And as you notice, she's a brunette now, but Kathie has inside information that she has changed her hair color again. When we interviewed her several weeks ago, she was still a blonde, and I kind of got used to her as a blonde, you know? So, okay, here we go. We're going to take you now. I'm getting nervous all over again.
You were a little nervous.
Yeah, I was excited. Here we go up to the 16th floor of the Four Seasons Hotel in L.A., right on the pad, just like Madonna wanted, 6 o'clock at night in black and white. And here's
She always gets what she wants.
That's it, telling me. Madonna, you look great.
Well,
Absolutely beautiful.
I always look good in my nightgown.
I'm flattered. And how about this shirt?
You know, it's strange. I feel strangely drawn to this shirt. And I'm wondering why.
Yes, I know why.
It has a scent to it.
I interviewed Warren Beatty in this shirt. He loved it so much, I went out and bought him one.
Oh, really?
So I thought, well, I'll break out the shirt.
Well, how do you feel in it? Do you feel like a heel in that shirt?
Oh, should I? Or should I feel like Warren Beatty? Look at them. They won't leave us alone. Yes, I've got Madonna here. But this is it, Madonna. This is your town. Look.
That's right.
You're the biggest star in the world. There it is, Los Angeles. Century City out there. Brentwood. The ocean.
There's my house up there.
Hollywood Hills, and there's your house way up there, huh?
You're standing in front of my camera, Regis.
Do you like it out there?
I adore it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which do you prefer, Central Park
West?
or...
Depends on what kind of a mood I'm in. If I want to be left alone, I live here, and if I want to sort of stir up some trouble, I go to New York.
You know, I read in Vanity Fair that you could get away with walking the streets better in New York than out here.
Well, I can get away with walking in the streets in New York because everybody walks on the streets here in New York. No, but there's no pedestrians in L.A.
But
so
you
really
put your little hat on and nobody recognizes.
Yeah. On the other hand, they hang out in front of my apartment building a lot more than they do in front of my house.
You see, that would drive me crazy.
Well, it does drive me crazy.
Oh, nothing you can do about it.
Nothing is legal.
Yeah, that's right. Now, the last time we all saw you was at the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
You looked great. You sang the heck out of that song. But am I the only guy who recognized that the $20 million earring from Harry Winston
was hanging,
slipped off and fell right here?
Well, I don't know. I think a lot of people saw that.
Oh, did they?
I think Ron Winston saw it more than anybody.
Right. You didn't want that thing to fall. And I was saying, oh, God, if it falls off, it's really going to bug her, you know. Who knows what's going to happen, but it stayed right there.
I know, isn't that nice?
Yeah. Did you feel it slipping?
Yes, and I felt like a retard.
Did it drive you a little crazy?
Yeah, who wants an earring hanging on their hair?
But nobody else. No, not many people noticed it.
I hope so.
But you and Michael Jackson, now you see, I would be at a loss to talk to Michael Jackson. As you're driving in the limo and all that traffic, what do you talk about with Michael Jackson?
What do we talk about? Well, first I beg him not to wear sunglasses. And of course he complies.
Of course.
I'm stronger than he is.
That's right.
And then we exchange powder puffs.
So you both look wonderful.
We both powder our noses and we compare bank accounts. I don't know.
Dynamite guy.
Yeah, he's great.
And he's
great.
Naturally, everybody was looking at the twosomes as they walked up.
I know.
You guys got the most recognition. Let's face it, two of the superstars of our time.
Yeah.
Now, the Marilyn Monroe thing, you know, everybody says, well, Madonna keeps looking like Marilyn Monroe. And you do.
Sometimes.
People are saying, well, does she want to be Marilyn Monroe? Is she fascinated by her? Or is it coincidence?
Of course I'm fascinated by her like everybody else, but it's more me paying homage to her than I don't want to be Marilyn Monroe. I mean, I want to live, first of all.
Sure.
And I want to be happy. And I would say that the one thing that I could relate to as far as her persona goes is that she, I think her sexuality was a big part of her persona, and I think people were rather obsessive about that.
Yes, they were.
And I can relate to that. Yeah. So that's why I make references to her in my performances and stuff.
But now everybody wants to be a blonde. Did you see Entertainment Tonight? Everybody's going blonde this
I know,
summer.
and I think I'm going to have to do something about that.
Absolutely. Now, how are we on Evita? Are we getting close to that?
Yes, well, we're standing on a balcony. That's a good start. But how many people have gathered down the street? Nobody.
But Evita is sort of an elusive movie that keeps escaping people.
I know. Well, it's a difficult movie to make because it's a very grand movie. It's very expensive, and I think Hollywood's a bit nervous about making such a grand movie right now because, you know, everybody's trying to you know, make movies for less right now.
Right.
And maybe this isn't such a good movie to make in a time when everyone's trying to practice moderation.
That's right.
On the other hand, I certainly don't want to be involved in it if it's, you know, a mediocre production.
Sure.
So either do it grandly or don't do it at all.
So we got some big decisions coming up.
Yeah.
But we're going to see you before that, or pretty soon now, in the Woody Allen's latest movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
You happy with
As a
that?
brunette.
As a brunette,
Yeah.
So tell me about working with Woody.
Well, it was, he's an elusive creature. Really a man in charge, though, which I have to admire. It was great. It was a bit confusing to begin with because he's not real talkative, he's not real sociable, and he doesn't really say a lot. You have to be pretty confident about yourself and what you're doing there.
You know, I did one of his first movies, Everything You Wanted to Know About Sex.
You did
I
that?
played a panelist, and I must tell you, you hit the nail right on the head.
Yeah.
I said, Woodman, what do you want me to do? What are my lines? And the Woodman said to me, Reg, anything you want to say.
Yeah.
And then he walked away.
That kind of freedom is sort of daunting.
Right. And everybody says, what a director. Boy, he gets the best out of his actors. Well, he may.
Well, this is what he does that's so great, is that he casts you perfectly.
I see.
And basically, I think he hires people to sort of exude what they already exude, you know?
Yeah,
so
sure.
It's not a question of trying to be somebody else, you know?
He brings out the best in you.
Yeah,
And you felt that's what happened here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's terrific. All right, Madonna, when we come back, we're going to talk about Truth or Dare.
Where are we
okay?
going?
Well, you and I are going to stay right here, but you're going to leave us, and we'll be right back in just a moment. All right, here comes part 2 of our interview with Madonna. We go back to the 16th floor of the Four Seasons Hotel in Los Angeles for our black and white interview with Madonna. Look at this. Does anybody know Madonna and Regis Philbin are right here? Look, I'm waving. People, look, you'll be thrilled. Madonna in her peignoir.
Be careful, there's a paparazzi down there.
Paparazzis. They're everywhere. Now let's talk about Truth or Dare, your new movie.
Okay.
I thought it was a terrific idea to go behind the scenes of your tour, which of course was all over the world. And
Yeah.
I enjoyed a lot of it. But you know, I read that Vanity Fair article, to go back to that for a moment, and your manager was a little bit come see, come saw about it. Skeptical, saying maybe you reveal too much of yourself. And I'm sure that's what the critics are going to say, too. Some of them are going to wonder, will this come back to haunt Madonna? Did she go too far? I know you like to shock people and so on. Well, how do you feel about it?
I feel great about it. I don't think that it reveals too much of me because I feel like that is a small part of my life. And I feel that there's so much more. And I'm not... On the other hand, you know, critics may say that I didn't reveal enough, you know.
This is crazy. Nobody talks about this on film?
Talks about what?
The insanity of doing this all on a documentary. Well, this is a serious matter you're thrown, yes?
Why should I stop here?
But does anyone say it?
Who's anyone?
Well, anyone that comes into this insane atmosphere, you realize they all feel it when they come into this atmosphere. When they come into your dressing room, when they come wherever you are, they feel crazy. Now, do they talk about it?
No, they accept it.
Well, why don't they talk about it?
Because.
Well, you want to think about that, don't you?
No, I don't. Let's get back to me.
If you want to talk at all off camera, you have nothing. She doesn't want to live off camera. She wants to talk. Nothing to say off camera. Why would you say something if it's off camera?
It wasn't just about me. I didn't make the movie to say, okay, this is a story that's just about me and the behind the scenes. To me, it's about the life of a celebrity, the life of a performer, the ups and downs of being on the road and dealing with, you know, all the things that can go wrong, and all the great things about it too. And generally, when you see behind the scene movies or making of movies, making of concerts, whatever, people sort of edit out all the touchy moments or maybe the unattractive sides of people, and I decided that I wanted to show that because that is what a person is made of. So.
I enjoyed your dad calling you on the phone. That was a magic moment for me. And him saying, as most parents will now, Madonna, I didn't want to bother you. Are you sure I can get in? Is there a ticket for me? That was so
sweet.
Yeah, and you saying anything you want, anytime you want to.
I know, it hasn't dawned on him yet, really.
Yeah.
So.
How did he like the racing aspects of the show?
Well, I think he probably he probably looked down at his shoes in certain sections of his show.
Were you intimidated by having him in the audience?
Of course I was. I mean, a girl's father is always a girl's father. And
Yeah.
one always wants to please their father. So, as rebellious as I am, I still, you know, want his approval and stuff. I mean, Dad, I'd love it if you'd come to both shows. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty racy in some sections. I don't know if you could take it 2 nights in a row.
Oh, you had to get racy on me.
Dad, I'm not getting racy. I've been racy.
I know, but just tone it down a bit.
What, for you?
Yeah.
No, because that would be compromising my artistic integrity.
Well, of course. You undressed in this performance?
No.
Oh, God.
Of course I don't.
Okay. Well, whatever you guys can get us tickets for,
Dad, I can get you tickets any night you want to come.
would be great.
And just tell me how many tickets you want.
And, of course, you visited your mother's grave while you were in Detroit, I believe it was, right? I wonder how she would have felt about the act and the show.
I think she would have loved it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you didn't think about toning it down? I mean, you could have edited anything you want out of that movie.
Yeah.
You have a lot of kids in your audience who look up to you, idolize you, and maybe they're seeing things and hearing things for the first time.
But I don't believe that. I believe that all the issues that I deal with in my movie are things that they see every day, everyday life. I think, parents are kidding themselves if they think that their children aren't exposed to these things. And I think it's a good opportunity for them to see it and ask questions about it and talk about it and say, what was that, and maybe get their parents to talk about things that normally they wouldn't have. So.
But you do like to shock people. You do like to get them talking
it's not
about
necessarily shock. What it is, it's getting people to think about things. It's provoking thought, provoking discussion about issues that are important to me. So.
All right, good. I also take it from what I heard in the movie that Sean Penn is still a very special man in your life.
Yeah, this is a favorite topic for a lot of people.
Sure, because, I mean, it ended, and yet when you said that...
Well, because I still love him. I mean, I think when you fall in love with somebody, just because you're not together anymore or the relationship ends, the love doesn't end. You just cut off your feelings for a person. And it was, he played a very important role in my life and affected me very deeply, so of course I still care for him a great deal.
I was impressed. He said he had a lot of guts. He took care of things. He did what he had to do in his way.
Yeah.
And you liked being married, didn't you? You liked doing the laundry and carrying those
Well, let's not get carried away. There's something therapeutic about it. There's something grounding about it, but I didn't do it a lot.
You're going to get married again, I would assume, sometime in the future?
Well, if anyone's foolish enough to ask me.
Really, Madonna? You look at yourself like that? No, I just wonder what kind of a man is it going to take?
I wonder that, too.
Well, I married myself.
Really?
Happily married, too, but you can see a little attraction. I know you can. Tell me the truth. You find me an attractive man or not?
Do I think you're attractive?
Yeah.
Yes, but does Kathy think you're attractive?
No, not Kathy. She's the
Do you
last.
think Kathy's going to like my movie?
I'm anxious to hear what she has to say about it. She too is outspoken.
Really?
But knowing where you're coming
after
from,
my own heart.
knowing what your feelings are about it, now maybe when she sees it, she'll understand why you felt that you had to do this. Did you take a workout today?
Well, I did.
Take a seal here. This is, huh?
Okay, but check that out.
Not bad, Madonna. Not bad. Very good. But check this out. Really, take another...
Yeah, but you're wearing Warren's shirt. Isn't that his arm?
No, that's... Take another feel and tell me that's Warren's arm. Forget it. Warren wishes he had arms like this. Warren. Well, what do you think makes a man sexy? Personality?
Absolutely.
Sense of humor?
All those things.
Yeah.
And sense of humor is part of personality.
But you see, you're such a big star now that a lot of guys are intimidated by that. And by you.
Well, then whoever isn't intimidated by it deserves to be with me.
Let him step forward and make his claim.
May the best man win.
That's right. Well, listen, I love being with you, and...
Who doesn't?
And I'm just flattered that you broke out the good peignoir for me. This is a peignoir, isn't it?
Well, this is my nightgown,
Your nightgown, yeah.
But I didn't wear it last night. It's clean, don't worry.
I hope not, because I hate an overnight...
I hate a dirty nightgown.
She's wild. That is wild. But you see, I'm inspiring her. I'm bringing out the animal in Madonna. I could stand her all day. We got the world at our fingertips right now.
I could stand on you all day.
That wouldn't be a bad idea either. We better get out of here. Madonna, it's been terrific. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it. You're terrific. We'll be back with more of our show.